There be goblins. Oh. Alright, go live. Hopefully this takes us live. Hey, we're live. Huzzah! Where's my stream thing? It's not giving me a stream. Oh, well, I'll just do it the manual way. You know how it's supposed to give you like a URL so that you can tweet it? It didn't. It didn't because it's mean. That's all right. Okay. So, any questions of me before we get started? Sweet. Sure, right? Where's Gadrian? How do I kill him? Yes. Because she has decided to handicap herself by doing the entire dungeon on her hands. That way her feet are free to do all kinds of things, like make sandwiches and kill goblins. It's just goblins. Alright, so, normally I have you guys run, PC characters with your party or NPCs with your party. I have actually made Claire as an NPC, so I'll control her for today. Because unless actually, why don't we see here? I'm gonna test something and see if it's possible. No, she is on your team. You guys can't control her, can you? No. That's fine. I'll control her. 'Tis okay. Probably best that way, honestly. Alright, so when last we left, you guys were following a butterfly. Well, sure. I thought that was implied. No, you guys started the session off by being treated to a Valentine performance, which is actually a rare treat in this world. Where Shala and Ruin played the ballad to the Corvosian heroes, and basically outed you all, doxed you all to the paladins around you. And at which point Aras went to go sleep under a bush because it's Aras, and Aras does these things. I'm pretty sure everyone had lost count. But you fell asleep under the bush and had a very interesting, strange dream where you were contacted, allegedly, by a being known as Desna, and who asked for your help, among other things, among offering help of her own to help Aras with dreams, and told her that she needed her help, that some of her travelers had gotten lost, and to follow the butterfly. And the next morning, lo and behold, Aras convinced everyone to go out on a hunting trip and started following a butterfly. It quickly turned much more serious as the butterfly led you into what is known as the Waterfall Caves, which Claire and Rhea know to be home of different varying tribes of goblins. And while paladins don't shy away from some goblin fighting, that can be a dangerous thing. So Aras had to explain, pretty much had to come out with it, that she had a gut instinct that there were people that needed help in there. I don't believe you actually explained how you knew. Just you said it was a gut instinct, right? Oh, I couldn't remember if that was just you or Amelia, but that was everyone. All right. Oh, that's right. That's right. in which a quick breakdown. Amelia is just supporting her friend. I think Rhea and Claire are kind of like understanding. They have goddesses too. They kind of get it. And plus, I mean, if there's people in danger, paladins do what paladins do, right? And then Kieran, just, hey, there might be goblins to fight in there. Actually, that's an interesting question. A little bit of interesting motivation from your character, Kieran. Is it more there's fun and adventure in here, or is it more there actually might be people in danger? Sure. Gotcha. Gonna have to. No choice. And if there's smiles while it happens, well, that's just pure coincidence. But understood. It's important to note. And with that being decided, as the session ended, you guys took your first steps into the Waterfall Caves. The Waterfall Caves, as you took your step into them, are breathtaking, actually. They are very dim. In fact, we're going to have to sort out light sources for those of you who need it, but they are not completely dark. It is considered dim light in here, which means that without some sort of light source, all of you, including those with night vision, because night vision simply makes the darkness dim light, have disadvantage on perception checks. But there is still enough light trickling down through cracks in the ceiling, as you notice that there are streams running past you and waterfalls running down along the walls of the cave. It's a gorgeous view. And you'll also notice in the area that you enter, because of the extreme dampness and the little bits of sunlight that get through, you actually see several bushes and algae and moss that grow. It's certainly more colorful than many caves you've been into before. Except I think maybe Amelia's not been in caves. I know our Ross has in her time in the wild, certainly been in caves. I don't know if Amelia's ever traveled in caves before. Not as pretty as this, that is for sure. So, that's what she's talking about. Yeah, the Greys. Um, but not as pretty as this, that's for sure. Especially with all the undead. So, first things first. I need two things sorted out from all of you. First things first, marching order. Second, light sources for those of you who would like them or feel they need them. Okay. All right. So that will give you bright light for 30 feet. So anyone else casting torches, and what is your marching order? And you feel free to go ahead and put your tokens how you want to move forward. Okay. I can do that because I am prepared. No, it's fine. I should have considered such a thing. Yes, you. Oh, so that was not just a fun token. That was. Gotcha. Well. I might have to. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work well enough. Not quite perfect, but it will do until we get something better. Ross, can you move that around? Perfect. Let's go ahead and face it the right direction so it's not going backwards. And give me a second to get that portly token. And I'm just going to save this directly into the token file. So that would be documents. Oh, actually, I have to go here. Users. It's so weird where Fantasy Grounds stores. It's like users, documents, app data, roaming, Fantasy Grounds, campaigns, Curse of the Crimson Throne, and tokens. Quite a journey to get there. But we just save. Oh. Save Portly right there, and then I can just open up my tokens thing, and there's a Portly. Portly is considered large, I believe. All right. There. Oh my god, that is beyond ridiculous. But interesting thing to note, Rhea, is that these caves, and I don't know if Rhea's ever been in here before. Claire has, but I don't know if Rhea has or have just heard of them. But they're actually, for the moment, seem big enough for Portly to travel through without too much trouble. The ceilings are certainly high enough. In fact, the ceilings are beyond your view, all of you. Even those who have dark vision up to 60 feet cannot see the ceiling. So, one more time, marching order. And yes, I know you said you wanted to send it first, so you guys can discuss that, but I still need to know what positions you guys are taking if and when you advance. Really, though? No, go ahead and just move yourselves how you would like to be positioned. Sorry. Sorry, as I was zooming in the map, you moved your token across my cursor, which slightly rotated it. All right, cool. So we're going with well, that's almost Baldur's Gate 2 formation over there. All right, so the floor is all of yours. Tell me what you're doing. Portly's chasing its tail. Okay. So you want to go ahead and move her up. How? Tell me exactly how far. In fact, move her as far as you would like her to be ahead of you. Gotcha. All right. And you guys just want to follow 30 feet behind. So, go ahead. And instead of making you guys just constantly roll perception checks every 30 feet or so, that's ridiculous. I'm gonna just have you guys move up increments at a time, and just have you roll once in a while. Make sense? And of course, only if you ask for them. Otherwise, I'll be going off your passive perceptions, which is fine. So, first things first, you're sitting Kitty ahead, yes? All right. Let me go ahead and reveal a couple things. Gotcha. Okay. So, as she moves ahead, she pads forward and realizes that it gets narrow for a little bit. Go ahead and move her up. And everyone go ahead and Move your tokens to follow. By the way, is Claire, I mean not Claire, Rhea on Portly or walking beside Portly? Gotcha. I'll let you guys move Claire as well so that I don't break your formation. And I'll just take control over when combat starts. So walking. Gotcha. Okay. Roll me a Kitty for Kitty. Roll me a stealth check. And also have her roll, because you did notice she was going to scout ahead. And I'm not a mean GM. It's like, you didn't actually say you were looking for traps. So go ahead and roll me a perception check at disadvantage for her. So a stealth check and a perception check, but only one of them at disadvantage. Absolutely. Roll me a survival check at no, well, you're next to the torch, so just roll me a survival check. So nice. Okay, so 14 stealth check. Nice. Well, perception checks, is it when it comes to smells and sound or when it comes to vision? Gotcha. So here's what I would say. Because this is the tricky thing, because some of this is sight only. Like if you're looking for traps, you're not going to hear a trap set. Well, how about we do this? Roll a disadvantage, but for when it comes to anything hearing or smell, I just take the first die. Make sense? Because I do want to be fair. Yeah, actually. All right, so okay, perfect. So first things first, Kieran, you see several sets of tracks going every which direction. No, going in and out of the cave. This cave actually sees quite a fair bit of activity. You find quite a few prints of interest. Several sets of smaller barefoot prints with pointed tip toes. Like you can see that the toes dig deeper into the sand, denoting that they have claws on them, or at least sharpened nails, which in your experience, you know, those are probably goblin tracks, and there's a lot of them. You notice drowning some of them out, much larger and deeper steps, which could be hobgoblins, could be bugbears, could be any other creatures that, but they are barefoot. And lastly, kind of muddled in there, but you do find several sets, at least 3, as many as 6. It's hard to tell, but booted prints. So not barefoot, they were wearing some form of boots, walking into the cave. Okay. One big bear traveler's like, hey. And then what was the perception check for Kitty? Okay. So Kitty is looking and searching, and Kitty notices something right there, right at the start. She notices what looks to be like a wooden peg nailed into the ground right about hang on, here. And when she goes to inspect it a little further, she finds that it looks like it was a wooden peg used to disarm something. And what she sees is, like I said, a wooden stake driven into the ground that looks like it's holding something in place. A flap or section of the ground. Okay. She'll keep going. Gotcha. All right. Go ahead and move her up. That's a very good roleplay thing to do. Well done. And everyone keep moving up behind. I will let you check for traps, and we can say someone's aiding you, so you can do so at advantage. Yeah, because you're in the torchlight. I was wondering the same thing myself. Attack now! No, yes, perception. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. One more time. Much better. So, Rhea, you and your sister are combing the floors and the walls. You've dealt with goblins before. You know traps are a favorite tool of theirs. And when you guys get up to where Kitty was, you notice again, looks like a wooden tent peg hammered into the ground. And you see it at your feet. And then when you get a little closer and you take a look at it, you realize that there is a, let's see where, it's not, yeah, sure, that works. What the, there you go. Now can I move that? Perfect. And can I rotate it? Good. So you see that, oh, crap, I just made it disappear. Anyway, that section of the ground doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That section of the ground is actually been hollowed out into some sort of pit trap, and has had a fairly decently disguised roof or hatch of straw covered with moss and dirt and rocks, designed for people to walk over it and then fall. And you look into this particular one, fall into what looks be about a 20 or 30 foot drop. However, the tent peg that is nailed into the ground is also nailing the edge of that cover to the ground in what looks to be an attempt to disarm the trap, to keep it from falling. All right. You guys keep going. No, luckily the hole in the ground doesn't cover the whole area. So if you guys skirt along the edge, like if you skirted along like here, you won't have any issues. Actually, that's a fair point. Well, yeah, either way, he's gonna hit the edge of that. So tell you what, couple of options, Rhea. You could have Portly just try and acrobatics check, or like it wouldn't be acrobatics; it'd be more just like a dexterity check, or you could have Portly try and jump over it, or you could have Portly walk over it. I mean, it is disarmed, kind of. It's just a corgi. So jumping, if you get a running start, I believe jumping is 3 times your strength modifier. Hang on, no, that can't be right. Give me a second. 5e jumping. I can look it up with the internet. Jumping, long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. So the pit trap's only about 15 feet wide. I believe Portly's got at least a 30-foot distance, right? At least. How far can Portly move? What's their movement range? Oh, yeah, then Portly could clear that without an issue. If you would probably need some direction on when to jump, but it could definitely clear it with room to spare. Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't even require a check for that. So you're able to skirt around or jump over that trap, and then go ahead and move Kitty up as Kitty continues to go forward to oops. Give me a second. I have to clear out a little bit more of this. So Kitty pads along. Go ahead and move Kitty up to that intersection there. And the rest of you can kind of follow again about 30 feet behind, like you were saying. Well, up to the intersection where she'll realize that it splits off in basically 3 directions. Because, like I said, I'm not going to make you guys move 30 feet and then check for traps and then move 30 feet. That would the whole session would be the first corridor. Yeah. So Kitty pads along, keeping an eye out for everything, keeping her eyes and nose at the ready. Excuse me. She gets to this intersection and she realizes that it goes off this direction, and also looks like it curves off into these stones over here. With the perception check she made, no. The problem is that there's so many scents in here that everything's metal. She smells goblins, of course, but she also smells water and plants, and they're all mixed together at the moment. I.e., that 16's not quite telling her exactly what she needs. Gotcha. Well, move your characters up there first, certainly. And then whoever is going to look, it would be survival. Because tracking is survival. And if anyone else is proficient in survival, I would allow them to aid. Okay. Just to be fair, is anyone else proficient in survival? What about you, Kieran? Nope. All right. Gotcha. So at this point, here's what you see, Ross. You, and kind of taking a note off of what Kieran saw earlier, you start looking for the same kind of footprints that she noticed, as she actually laid them out for you, so you saw them. You're not noticing any footsteps anymore. In fact, when you get to that area, what you notice is a huge jumble. The water has made the ground slightly muddy, and in the mud you see what looks like a large almost mosh pit of steps. I'm not quite sure what you would say to describe it, but it unfurls a scene before you to a certain extent. It looks like the boots came up to here and then began moving everywhere frantically, and in addition to them are staccatoed by dozens upon dozens of small goblin footsteps and larger foots as well. Feet. But leading away from this, you do not find any boot prints at all. You do find smaller like goblin type footprints leading off this direction, and less and more organized ones kind of leading off this direction. But these are more hurried, I guess you could say. They're further apart. They're cadenced, as if they weren't running, but maybe walking faster or struggling. You don't see any butterflies. Up that way, yeah. You do see a few footprints going off this direction, but those, it's hard to tell if those were stragglers or just were there before. Hard to say. Correct. All right. So go ahead and have Kitty start moving up again, and have her roll another perception check. Again with disadvantage, but anything that's hearing or smell, I'll just use the first die. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. Okay. As Kitty starts moving up, She starts carefully pawing and moving ahead, and a sudden gust or breeze comes across her from this direction, and she catches the scent of goblin. Strong scent of goblin. She doesn't hear anything. She doesn't see anything, but she smells it. Well, she hears rushing water. You know what I mean. So like she turns around and then does the whole little like one leg up, nose out forward, pointing, ding, like standing rigidly still. So the rest of you come up and see the strange metal fox golem pointing off to the left. Oh. Rhea gets out. Rhea gets out Kyrani's sword and shield. All right. Kitty, go ahead and move for. Whoa. Move forward. See here. Move forward to where the rocks end, and you get to like the center of the little alcove here. No, like here. You might need to zoom out a bit. To your left. Oh, you can't even see her now. There you go. Here, I'll just move you. So like there. Nope. I need you to roll initiative for her. Kitty. Now you feel my pain. 17 got you. He's not on the combat tracker. Hang on a second. Let me throw her. You generally don't need to, usually, but this is a rare instance where we do. Oh well, you know what? We'll just use her initiative for your initiative. How's that sound? Is it the same as yours? Well, and maybe we'll change it again when you get in, because I don't have a fast way of getting her in there. All right. Gotcha. So. Oh. Give me a second here. No, it's fine. Give me a second. I gotta roll something real fast. All right. I am sorry to say they get a surprise round on Kitty. Sure. That is true. 2 or 3, maybe. All right, so Let's see how they do. They are goblins after all. You guys, you don't see any of this, but you do hear a bit of it. And interesting. Yeah, you do hear what starts to be singing. It's weird goblin chanting singing. It is a song that I'm not good at singing, so I'll just kind of give you the gist of it. It's like goblin smashing, goblin strike, goblin blessed on this great night. Something like that. And that's its turn. Hang on, why didn't it do it? There we go. Perfect. That's what it does. And then surprise round, so you don't get to go yet. This one is joining in the song. What? No, what? Why are you doing that? Why is it not? Where are you? Goblin War Chanter 2, please, and thank you. Alright, there we go. Gotcha. So there's that. Then this one runs up and attempts to strike Kitty. I'm gonna... Oh, crap. I really need to add Kitty. This isn't gonna work any other way. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. I know how to do this. No. It's fine. I know how to do this real quick. I'm just going to add a wolf to the initiative, and I'll give it whatever Kitty's hit points are. Gotcha. So where's Wolf? There's Wolf. Throw Wolf down on the mat. We'll just remove her for now. Kitty has turned into a W. 37, you said? Also, what's her AC? Okay. All right, so this one attacks Kitty. What? Come on. Why is... It's doing that thing again where it's not focusing on people like it should be. Give me a second. Sorry, everyone. Bear with me. Fantasy Grounds being slightly... There we go. Bit of a pain. Goes for an attack, and that's a hit. And does 5 points of damage to Kitty. Next one is going to also run up and try and hit. Well, no, actually, you know what? It's going to stay back there. So it can't do what it wants to do. This one is going to... run up and try to attack the wolf. And misses, even with Bless. All right. Wolf, you actually have a 17 hit point, so you get to go up there. Next one. It's going to try and attack the wolf. That is a hit. And does 7 damage. Okay, yes, that's all good. Next one is not going to attack all these goblins. Just that is another hit and does 9 damage. Sorry, kitty. You guys are gonna get to roll initiative in a second. Okay, it's goblin number 2. I'm gonna run up here and attack. That's a hit. So another 10 damage. Let's see, where's Kitty's down. So I would like the rest of you to roll initiative. As Kitty is swarmed by goblins. Sorry, goblins are really good at hiding, like really good. And fair enough. I mean, that's what she's for. Okay, everyone rolls initiative. Back to the top of the order. Actually, no, not quite. There's still a surprise round. That's fine. This guy's gonna hold his action. Kieran, we are up to you. You guys hear the chanting and the screams of goblins and the sound of metal screeching against metal. Okay. Gotcha. All right. All right. So, you guys are gonna take a second to strategize? Kieran should not be wounded. Probably. She's not wounded anymore. Kieran, you thought you felt pain, but it was not. Okay. So you guys take a second to strategize a bit and give me a second as I do something here. Okay. As you guys are talking, the chanting and the noise grows quiet. And Rhea and Kieran, you know goblins. They're ambush creatures. Yes, of course. Yeah, as far as you can see. The roof is very high above you. None of you can actually see the top. And you know that you're in a mountain right now. So it could, in theory, climb hundreds of feet. That is goblin battle music. Don't you dare. You mean like this rock here type thing? That's the biggest around you. Tallest, they're all about the same height. Those are all about 15 feet high. But they are very wet and slick, so it's not an easy thing to climb. Yeah, I'll go ahead and feel that too. You say that like it's a bad thing. I plead the fifth. Hold down both mouse buttons and drag. F-I-F-5. So you're casting spider climb and climbing up the rock? Gotcha. You get to the top. You get about 15 feet up. Are you taking the torch with you? Okay. Where? Yes, it does. It makes perfect sense. As you're doing that, Aras, you hear twangs of bowstrings and whistles as arrows come straight for you. Now, give me a second. What are the ranges on these things? 80 feet and 320, so up. Yeah, it's most of these are going to be out of their first increment, I think. No, actually. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You have okay, they're all in. So you hear 4 twangs. Twang, 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 twang. As 4 arrows start coming your direction. You know what? I'm just gonna make this simple. I am just going to, where's my little thing? Oh, why did that not work? Hang on, everyone. Would you? Sorry, guys. I don't know why Fantasy Grounds is being finicky today. Hang on one moment. Nobody can hear anyone but what? Why is that? That should not be the case. Hang on, let me try something here. Sometimes when I lower the volume and up the volume again for OBS, it changes things. So, talk to me.
Hello.
All right, hopefully someone will be able to tell us
Can
if that's better.
anybody hear us better?
I think so. I see your sound coming up in desktop. Oh god, that means that no one's heard anything you guys have said this entire time. Oh no, this has been horrible so far, but that's fine. Let's turn it around. By hitting a Ross with advantage.
So far, we've killed Ross's metal.
Yeah, the
Fuck.
second you climb on the rock and you throw the torch down, because they are doing this from hiding, and they're within their range increment, this is at advantage. So first one is it's a 14. What's your AC?
Miss 16.
Gotcha. So let me make sure it targets you. There we go. So that's a miss, eh?
Yep.
Okay. Next one. That's a 24.
Ooh, that definitely hits.
You get hit for 9 points of damage. Third one. 14. That's a miss. And fourth one. 19. All right.
That's a hit.
So 2 of them find their mark and hit you for 10 points. You get 19 points of damage. Yikes. But good news is, what are you? 5, 3, 2, 4. So 4. Those 4 goblins become visible because they shot at you. But they hit you for quite a hefty amount of damage.
That was fun.
The rest of you would see like a Ross like throw the torch down and then just like thunk, thunk, you know what? Let's go ahead and start with initiative again, because you're in combat again. Kieran, we're gonna start with you again.
Okay.
You just saw Ross, especially from where you were. You saw Ross get hit with 2 arrows and 2 of them clank against the rock.
At which point, Kieran looks back and says, "Well, I think we got their attention, so they're at least coming this way for us. You gonna get hit up there anymore, or you want to back down?"
I mean, I'm gonna lie down as soon as I can to get cover, but...
Okay. I'm gonna come around the side of the rock, and I'm gonna crouch down here and just kind of wait for something to come around to either side for it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So then. Oh. I'm just gonna make you invisible for now. Amelia, your turn.
Oh boy. Fuck. Can we actually see any of the goblins from like where we are down on the ground?
Ross can. Kieran can see maybe 1 or 2 of them. Ross is the only one that has good view because of the rocks. She can see 4 of them, the 4 that just shot at her.
And could I, like, I would have, as soon as I could have, I would have said, you know, about 60 feet up.
Yeah, no,
you
I'd
can
let
tell
that.
me when that I would say that.
No, I think you could say, like, one of those, like, 60 feet. That's fine. So you guys know that there are goblins about 60 feet away from her.
Okay. What side was the rope dropped down on? Was it like over here?
Yeah, it's on the back side. You know,
Okay,
the safer side.
Amelia's going to come up here, and would she be able to attack anyone from there?
I'm gonna say not without elevation. There's too many rocks in between you and them.
Okay, then.
Like, because I'm trying to think about it from here. Like, you're hitting rocks no matter where you look.
Okay, so then in that case, she's going to hang on.
You could lob something.
Ah. And then...
I mean,
God damn it. Can't really get that far. Okay, Yeah, no, she'll just try and carefully climb up onto the side of the rock. Would that just be like an athletics check?
It would indeed. Well, a climb check, but if you're not proficient in climb, yeah, I'm sorry, there's no climb check. Athletics, please.
I was gonna say.
Athletics, please.
Okay. Oh god, that sure is a +0. Okay.
Do you have the rope?
Yeah, she's using the rope.
Gotcha. So that makes it easier, especially on a wet, slick surface like that.
Oh god.
That's enough.
Okay.
You managed to climb up to the top. It's about 15 feet, so I believe that takes all of your movement. Give me 1 second here.
I moved 10 up to here.
So basically,
no,
so
15.
you can, so it's considered basically difficult terrain. So
okay.
it's 15 feet or so up. That would cost you entire movement. You can get to the top, but you still have your action and your bonus action.
Okay,
And from there, I would say yes. Like a Ross could quickly point out the 4 that you see.
Okay, so she's going to try and keep low to the ground and hit this one. Just click on him. Oh, Jesus.
Hang on. There. Sorry. Try it now.
There we go. Okay. Let's do. Firebolt has a range of how far?
Firebolt's like 120 feet, I believe. Pretty far.
Fireball. It's not fireball. Jesus. Okay, so yeah, then she'll do that.
Fire. All right.
It's not fucking. There we go.
13 against who?
That one. I clicked on him.
I don't. It
He's
didn't.
no longer clicked.
I can just let you know if it hit.
It's number 4.
Number 4. All right. That's a miss.
God damn it.
Sorry.
Click. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that's the issues I was having. It works, but sometimes it's a little finicky. All right. Anything for your bonus action?
No, she's just gonna try and hit the deck.
All right. Ross, your turn.
Yep. So I'm going to first shoot at the first one that I have targeted. That's a 27.
That's a
Pretty
hit.
sure that hits him.
That's definitely a hit.
Fuck him up.
For a whole crap load of damage.
And you blow its head off.
Holy shit.
They're goblins. They're not exactly sponges.
I will swivel around to the next one and take my
bonus action.
Yeah, with my second barrel.
Gotcha.
Hopefully the other one that hit me, I don't remember which one it was.
That's a hit.
22.
Damn.
For 9 points of
9 points of damage. Not enough to kill this one, but you
Pretty fucked up.
hit it pretty hard.
And is there any like ledge or something, like just a higher point of rock that I can like duck down behind?
Not on top of this rock, no.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm just gonna like lie down to try and make myself the smallest target possible.
Understood. All right. Goblin number 5 is gonna take. I'm sorry. You're gonna do what now?
Just lie prone on the rock.
Gotcha.
Just to make
so
myself.
It'd be a disadvantage if they wanted to try and hit you.
Yeah.
Well then, Goblin 5 is then going to. You know what? I'm going to say he can't see Amelia. You're very lucky, because the others can, but he can't. So he's going to take another shot at you, but he will be at disadvantage because you're prone. And that's a miss. So then he's going to use his bonus action to hide. Okay. Whoop. Next, Rhea. You hear things. Things are happening.
I think I'm gonna just go home. You guys got this. This is fine.
Also, roll me an intelligence check for free. It's not an action.
Oh boy. Why is my character sheet not coming up? Alright, intelligence check?
Yes. Oh, by the way, did anyone say they could hear? Okay, good. They can hear us. Good. I'm sorry, guys. All right. No, that's cool. That's fine.
I don't trust like that.
All right. Your turn.
Alright, and then I will get... How far? I can get to, like, there.
Gotcha. You can see... I'll say that you can see these two. This one might have partial cover, but this one would be full.
Gotcha.
I mean, not full cover. I mean, you can see it. No problem. You can't see when I'm not placing it down. You can see these two. The top one has partial cover because of the rock you're at.
Cool.
Oh, is that your whole movement?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Claire's turn. Claire will run up towards Rhea and say, "They're not going to come to you unless you give them a reason. They're goblins." As she runs up by Rhea's side, like sword and shield in hand.
I'm assuming she was talking to Rhea, right?
Oh, she's talking to she's shouting.
Oh.
She is clanking around in half plate, shouting her head off. She is not being quiet or stealthy at all. Goblin 2 is you. Okay. Goblin's gonna take a shot at Rhea because they're charging him now. Rhea, short bow attack coming at you. Not even close. And it's going to take its bonus action to hide. Yep. Okay. Next. Oh, whoa, no. Hang on. I forget. I have to manually drag it to these people.
I just take 5 damage.
Why did you take 5 damage? That's
I
weird.
don't know.
Why is it?
She has an ongoing acid damage effect.
That's weird.
that's
Let me change
cool.
that. No, it's,
Yeah.
it's not cool at all.
I stepped in something. I don't know.
Karen, he's just like still suffering from the drink. All right. No. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. I was really curious.
Could you reshare me the battle map, by the way?
Yes, by all means. There you go.
No, you gotta do this blind.
Maybe.
This goblin. Rhea, you hear, "Hips, come, gift," and you hear a tall, squeaky voice. "Me? Really?" And it's coming from down this direction. All right, back up to Kieran.
Yeah. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go ahead and jog my big self all the way up here to try and catch up. Be like, "Oh, you guys are losing me back there. I didn't want to leave everyone, but you move fast enough." That's all I'm gonna do. Just catch back up.
Gotcha. All right. Let's see here. They're not going to do anything. They're going to stay where they are. Okay. You hear, "Gift for me." And then you hear like deeper voice, "Go! You can do this." And Hibbs the goblin. Give me a second here. That is, oh yeah. Hibbs the goblin charges around the corner. Gets up to Claire And Rhea and Kieran, as he's running up, it's a curious thing. First of all, very passionate goblin. Secondly, is it got a sparkler on its back?
No.
Wait.
Oh boy.
No, that's not a sparkler. Oh god, that's not a sparkler at all. And Hibbs gets up to Claire and goes, ah! Huh? And looks behind it, and the firebomb explodes. So,
Holy shit!
Oh, beautiful. Poor Hibbs.
Is it like a goblin grenade?
He's a suicide bomber.
Yeah.
It's very much like a fire god. Yeah, very much so. I need, let's see here. I'm actually going to do this as a dexterity saving throw. I need you all to do a dexterity saving throw for me, please. The three of you.
We've got +4.
Yes. Okay, all right. So, Kieran, is that +4 onto that 12?
No, I already
Okay,
have it added on.
Gotcha. And then Claire. Oh, Claire. What is your dex save? Oh, God, Claire, no. How do I... Oh, well, whatever. She has a 0 bonus to dex, so... Kieran, you take half damage. Rhea and Claire, you're going to take the full brunt of this. As will Hibbs. That is 12 points of damage. Kieran, you take 6. Hibbs. Hibbs. Good question here, Hibbs. Hibbs is alive! Hey!
Not for long.
It's just barely, like, there's this explosion, and then Hibbs just standing there, weapons in hand, eyes kind of crossed. Like, opens mouth, smoke comes out.
His legs are gone, but he's fine.
And then, next is... Where are you? Where is this one? Holy crap, I lost a goblin. Oh, there he is. Okay. Yeah, he's just going to stay hidden for now. Alright. Goblin base 3. Just you. He's going to cheer and take a shot at Claire. As the fireball seems to have empowered him. And actually hit Claire. As she's distracted by fire.
Can I,
Mm-hmm.
never mind.
Oh, I think that's only melee attacks. Were you going to do the disadvantage thing?
Yeah,
I think that's only melee.
probably.
And then use bonus action to hide. Not well enough. You can still see it. It thinks it's hiding. It crouches down in the shrubs, but you see its head. It's got like a red pointy hat just sticking out of the bush. Amelia, your turn. You just saw all of this take place below you.
Boy howdy, she sure did. Oh boy. She can see this guy, yes? Number
Which
3?
one? Yes.
Number 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna... I can't actually see how far that is. That's 65. Okay. So... Where's my... There we go. She's going to do... yeah, sure. Just gonna do... Why can't I? Frick's sake. There we go. It's
Right.
really being
Goblin
finicky
3.
right now.
I know, it is. Sad.
What the hell?
Usually much better than this.
Oh,
I'm
come
sorry.
on.
Firebolts, no bueno.
It's because I'm not using Acid Splash.
Any bonus actions?
No.
Alrighty. Aras!
Yes. Is Goblin 3 the same goblin I shot at before? No.
No, that was Goblin 2. They hid.
Okay, that's fine. I will shoot at Goblin 3 because I can still see him.
Yes, you can. You see the red pointy cap. That's a hit.
Wow, okay.
That's +8. You see red
Yeah.
cap? You blow off red cap.
And I will reload for my
Gotcha.
bonus action.
Understood. Oh, goblins, like the ultimate glass cannons. All right. Goblin number 5. Kieran, you suddenly have an arrow shooting at you from up above you, from the goblin number 5 who hit himself. And 19 is a hit. What's your
Yeah.
AC? Okay, gotcha. You get an arrow and you're side for 10 points of damage. But actually, he is visible. But he's going to use his bonus action to try and change that. And it would help if I actually roll it in the window. Well done, Squee. No. What's your passive perception?
I think it's 11. Yep, 11.
Oh. What's yours, Rhea?
My passive is not high. It's like a 12.
Okay. Guess what? Hits you with an arrow and then hides again. You know about where it is, but you can't see it right now. All right. Rhea, your turn.
Right. Well, I'm assuming that the 4 other people here can take out these guys.
That's an assumption.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully you guys are capable enough to take out a single goblin that's standing right there.
Hibbs is amazing. I wouldn't underestimate him if I were you.
Would I have noticed also the direction that the arrow came from, or is that no?
I'd say yes, you would, because when they shoot something at you, you know their location, and so basically you saw the arrow and then you saw them hide.
All right.
So you know about where they were.
So I'll be taken off that way then.
Okay.
No idea where to stop.
Roll me a perception check.
Right.
Disadvantage because of dim light.
So I'm so good at those.
I love when D&D players are like, goblins aren't dangerous when you get to higher levels. That's good enough. It rolled really crap on its stealth. So you round the corner and basically you just see it pressed its back up against the wall, not moving and going.
That's great. Okay, and I have plenty of movement to get up another square.
Yes, you do.
So let me figure out which one of these is with the materia. I think it's this one, yes. I should probably target him. That would be smart.
That's a hit. Go ahead and do your damage. How much damage is that? 5 to Goblin 5. Yeah, wounded, not dead.
All right.
That's a critical.
I think you mean not dead yet.
So, like, I imagine maybe it's something like this. With your first attack, you literally like pin it against the wall with your shield, so it can't move, and then just stick them. Go ahead and do damage. Holy crap!
I'm not going anywhere, bitch.
You skewer the goblin against the rock.
I love that it just says instant death.
Instant death. Well, yeah, because it went below its
Yeah.
So, yep, absolutely dead. Any bonus actions for you?
I don't have any bonus actions.
Gotcha. All right.
Nope.
Claire's turn. Claire goes, oh, like looking at Hibbs, and just raises up her sword and brings it crashing down on Hibbs. And destroys Hibbs. As Hibbs had like 2 hit points left. She basically like cleaves him in 2 down to the waist.
I would have laughed so hard if she had missed. Holy shit.
And then she takes her movement up to there. And that'll be her turn. Let's see. What are you doing? You are going to actually take a shot at Claire with advantage. With the short bow. Oh my god, what the hell was that? The first one. We're taking... Oh, I guess it was duplicated somehow. Anyway, it's a hit. It's definitely a hit. Her half plate's not doing so hot for her right now. For 7 points of damage. Becomes visible. So you all... Rhea and Claire and Kieran. Yeah, Kieran, I'll say you can see it. And then it runs off this direction and attempts to hide. What? Roll it. Don't just place it down there. Okay, well, that's exactly the same. It attempts to hide, but literally every one of you can see it. The goblin turns around the rock and sits there and stares at you, seeming to have adopted the strategy that if it doesn't move, you can't see it. All right. Okay. This one comes around the corner. Kieran, you see an odd goblin. The likes of which you haven't really met very often or before. They're wearing some sort of skull on their head. Hard to tell from this distance a skull of what. And in their hand they have clasped another shiny little sparkling bomb, much like the one that you just got hit by. And it attempts to throw it at you. 21's a hit. I don't know why it's not doing the damage, so I'll just... you take 11 points of fire damage. As it just starts dancing from one foot to the other. And then tries to run back around the rock and attempts to hide. Yeah. Oop. Okay. Back up to the top. Kieran, your turn.
Yeah, first of all, I want to add that 11 damage to me. And I'm gonna go.
Did it not do that? Weird.
Nope.
Oh, right. No, right, because... Oh, whoops. So that was, what, 21 total? There you go.
Correct. So I'm going to move back down to there. I'm going to kind of crouch down and take cover behind this rock.
Okay.
If I could, I'm going to kind of hide. I'm not very good at hiding. I'm in plate, but I want to hide.
Yeah, by all means.
I'm going to smack it in the face.
Roll me a stealth check.
Oops, I did too. I don't know what.
But 13?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that works. Sweet.
Disadvantage, that's why. So that's all I'm going to do.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, can Amelia see the second goblin? This guy?
Yeah, you can see him. Like I said, he is still standing from shoulders up above the rock. He just seems to be moving he's standing very still. Think Drax, where he's like, if I don't move, I am invisible.
Oh my god. Oh boy. Okay. Let's get this over here, then put this right here, and then we can put this right here. And god, fucking, I need like 2 monitors for this. What the hell? Okay.
That's why I have 3.
Oh Jesus. You know what? I'll do this. Switch it up a bit. Yay!
That's a hit. Chill touch. Nice. 8 damage to Goblin 2.
Yee. Who is dying?
Who is dead. You freeze it in place, so it continues to stand there motionless forever. Never knowing how badly it failed.
That's fine.
Anything else, Amelia?
Nope, that's it.
Gotcha. Give me a second here. Yeah, it's weird. Okay. I don't know why I skipped them. Give me a second or else. I gotta do other things first. Alright, let's see, you're all, yeah, okay. You see another goblin. Again, a different goblin than what you're used to. This one, wearing a leather cap and a blade, starts singing again, a really creepy, weird goblin voice. Yeah, that's not enough to do that both. Okay. And casts Bane at both Claire and Kieran. Which Kieran, you fail and Claire succeeds. So Kieran, you have Bane on you at the moment.
All right.
And then attempts to hide and does a really good job of it. Running back around the edge. Other one, I don't know why it's skipping over these, is, spoiler, nowhere near enough to do much of anything, so they're gonna move. And that'll be their turn. Alright, Aras, my apologies. Your turn.
So, since I keep seeing them run off to the side, I am going to first do a bonus action, take a healing potion, and then I am going to hold my action to shoot at the first goblin I see running out, like, from that corner.
Oh, gotcha. Nice. Okay.
So I'll roll the 2d4.
2d4
for the healing potion.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm just chugging. But you can go on if you want.
Rhea!
Yay, there's nothing to hit. Moving up.
Moving on up.
Moving on up.
To the west side. Actually, yeah, to the west side. Claire runs in, does a perception check. Claire, what is your perception? Nothing. Plus nothing. Oh, Claire. She's got good charisma and strength, but doesn't see anything. Instead, she will take the defensive action. Because she gets in there and she like starts looking around, shield at the ready, hidden behind the shield, waiting for something to appear. Oh gosh darn it. Kieran, hang on one second. Fire Goblin 1 is going to see how good he is. Oh no. Kieran,
would I get an option
Yes.
to shoot at him?
you will. Absolutely. Okay. Kieran, your stealth is not great. His perception is worse. So he runs around the corner. Firebomb in hand. No, actually, he's got his scimitar in hand. Aras, take your shot. That's a hit.
24.
Yeah, okay. Never even gets close. The second it rounds the corner, it just takes a bullet straight to the chest. Kieran, your turn. You hear what happened.
Oh man. I'm gonna move my way around up to here. I'm going to take the dodge action. I'm going to make note of the small goblin corpse I stepped over with the arrow in his chest.
It's a bullet, actually. A hole. You just see a hole.
That is the weirdest invisible arrow I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and it should note too, just for the flavor of it. Every time, well, what attachment do you have, Ross?
Oh, my sighted attachment.
So you're hearing
So-
a booming, thunderous boom every time she fires, echoing
God, that
off.
must be fucking deafening standing right next to
Yep,
the
and
goddamn
to boot, it's echoing off the walls.
thing. Ugh.
All right, Kieran, anything else? You took the defensive action. Gotcha. All right. Gotcha. This war chanter is going to take a shot at Claire. At advantage. Claire gets hit again. Those advantages are making it really tough on her, but only 5 points of damage. And then knowing that there's not much for this, because you can't hide when people can directly see you, and she's got nowhere really to go to hide, she drops her bow, pulls out her scimitar, and charges 30 feet ahead. Give me a second, guys. There you go. Kind of close the door for that gale force winds that just took place outside. The next Goblin War Chanter appears right around the corner with a scimitar. Looks very surprised to see Kieran standing there, and will take an attack on you with disadvantage. And miss horribly. As it skids around the corner, sees you right there, almost like bumps into you, and just kind of does the little limp-wristed flail that just harmlessly bounces off your shield. And last but not least, War Chanter 3 will see this. And, oh, you know what? She shouldn't have even taken it. You know what? I gotta re-roll something for Goblin, because Claire took the defensive. It still would have hit. Took the defensive action. So both you and Kieran are taking the defensive action. This War Chanter here is gonna step out, fire a bow off at Kieran, but also at disadvantage because Kieran is taking the dodge action, and also misses again. Same roll even. So the arrow catches in your shield. Last but not least, nope. We have This guy pops out of the bushes, grabs Claire by the hand, and goes, and hands her a firebomb as it explodes.
That's rude.
Claire, roll me a... Oh, look at that. Claire, at the ready, only takes half damage here. Actually, I should also see if the goblin takes half damage. But Claire, like, even despite the surprise of it not knowing it was there, Claire was in a stance, basically ready for anything. So, does the goblin? Goblin does not. Goblin takes full 8 points of damage. Claire takes 4 points of damage. As this bomb just hits mostly on her shield. She's able to get the rose shield up in time. However, Fire Goblin takes 8 points of damage and hurts himself far more than he hurt his intended target, Amelia. And by the way, they can't hide now because in order to hide, you need to be able to break their line of sight, and there's really no way to do that now that you guys are in this room.
Uh-huh. Okay, who's looking worse off? Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Amelia is going to attack number 2, I guess.
Gotcha.
Let's do another one of these. Chill touch. Hey!
That's a hit.
Yeah.
For 7 points of damage. Oh, succeeds in the concentration check. Not that it's real. Oh, yeah, no, that's the Bane. So she keeps the Bane, but she takes quite a bit of damage.
Mm-hmm. And that's my turn.
Gotcha. All right. Aras.
Yes.
Your
So
turn.
I will actually target Goblin War Chanter number 2 first.
That's a miss.
Miss.
Echoing
And
shot.
I will shoot my second barrel as well.
Okay. That's a hit.
That hits. And then I'm applying the thunder
Sure.
wave to this one.
Definitely kill it. So, Kieran,
Mm-hmm.
you see, of course, Amelia chill touch the goblin, so it starts to kind of get frost on it. Then you hear another thunderous boom, and you hear, and then you hear another thunderous boom, and the goblin just explodes. A giant hole.
Casters everywhere,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly. You see as it falls, like the hole the size of a grapefruit in its chest, which would have been quite a shot from where it came from had it have been over your head down into the chest. Like if you are Ross as a sharpshooter. Rhea.
All right. So, running up to this guy,
Uh-huh.
and we're gonna try and take him out.
That is a hit.
All
Like
right.
you mean to like a nice dinner?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or you mean kill him, don't you?
What?
Rhea.
No! I
Rhea.
still, as he lies there bleeding out.
Rhea.
That's why we can't have nice things, Rhea.
Any other actions?
And then, let me just check this movement real quick. Yeah, I should be able to make that. I'll just try and take this guy out as well.
Okay. That's a miss.
Oof. Okay.
Yipesies. Claire, seeing you go for that one, will just cross over here to the one that's charging at her with a yell of her own. She just kind of starts matching it and charges forward, sword held at the ready, and will make an attack. Hitting it for 9 points of damage. And then making her second attack is a miss. So with the first one, she slashes it, and it kind of skitters to the side with her second attack. That's Claire. Kearney, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna run right up here to Goblin, and I'm going to just crush him into the ground with my long sword.
Sure. Yes, commence the crushing. All right. He is not quite dead yet. Do you have another attack?
I do.
Would you like to crush some more?
I'm crushing more.
You're crushing even better. And crushed.
Excellent.
As his body grew 3 sizes shorter that day.
I grin over at Rhea. I'm just like, ee.
All right. The war chanter's last hurrah. Actually, it's going to say in very a booming voice that echoes across the halls. Do any of you understand Goblin?
Yes.
Oh, actually, hang on a second. No, this would actually be in common. In a booming voice, she looks at Claire and says, "Run that way." And there's a magic tinge to it. And Claire just looks at her and does like a little frown, like, really? And with that, the goblin looks terrified, uses its bonus action to disengage, and runs 30 feet this direction, because it's all it can go. Amelia. As command obviously did not work on your sister.
Hi, sorry, I was gifted food and had a mouthful of burger. That's Kearney. That's okay. Oop, nope, that's I need. There we go. Oh, perfect. At the very edge of my range.
Yeah. Going for that long shot. Line it up.
Let's do Firebolt. Why not? Fucking do the...
Amelia yells Firebolt.
With the last Firebolt! And then arcs it, and it just lobs and right in the back of the war chanter, killing it.
Yay.
Yay.
And with that, we're out of combat.
You sure there aren't any more hiding in the fucking rafters?
You don't know. We're out of combat because you don't see anyone else.
I suppose so. I guess Amelia's going to very, very carefully get down the side of the rock.
Please
I
roll
mean,
me.
we also hold the rope, so, you know.
Please roll me an athletics check, please.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Like,
I'll allow
slips a little at the very end. Like, oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Like one of those ones where you slip in and you catch yourself and you're like, no one saw that. Okay. Like when you
there was 3 feet left and there was only one. It's like, okay.
Right, you thought there was one more step and there wasn't.
Okay. So yeah, she'll get off and head over, asking, do you see any more? Which I suppose she can roll perception for that.
You do not see any more.
Guys, where'd you go? God.
Yeah, Ross is gonna climb down off the rock and go over to the to Kitty, and
Okay. You find
cast-
Kitty pretty badly banged up.
I'm going to cast Mending and spend some time putting her back together.
So how does that work? Describe how that works with your golem.
Do you want me to read what it says on the artificer, or actually describe it?
Well, you can describe. Well, you don't have to read word for word, but describe the mechanics of it for those watching.
I'm gonna first take her legs and plug them back in because I just imagine they got torn off.
Oh, that's good. No, I meant the mechanics, like how you can use mending to repair.
So, what it is part of her battery runs on this magical energy, and so part of it's reconnecting with that magical energy and re-energizing it, plus also reattaching things. Is that what you're asking for, I guess?
Well, yeah. Well, no, because the artificer has the ability to cure or to heal their golem by using mending, almost like it's a healing spell.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, sorry.
Because most people would be like, "What do you mean mending? What?"
Yeah. Sorry. Yes, from a mechanic standpoint, you can cast mending to heal 1d8 hit points.
However, that is going to take you a minute. So while she is doing that, what are the rest of you doing?
Well, apparently Amelia's just looking around like a fucking idiot, doesn't see shit in this dark-ass cave.
You're pretty confident there's no one left.
But yeah, she's just kind of looking around, checking to see if everyone's okay, I guess.
Yeah, and Rio will be taking a look around to see if there's any further goblins hiding or if any of the travelers are here.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check, please. Okay. You are fairly confident as well. You don't see any other people in this area. Ross, do you have a character sheet for Kitty?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I just need to from now on. Does that have a token attached to it?
No, it doesn't.
All right, I'll fix that for now. Now, while you guys are doing this. Okay, what about you, Kierney?
I'm going to take a second wind real quick.
Sure.
Which I'm not sure how to roll it off. Nope, that's not it.
And
I think
There
you
we
just
go.
have to, yeah.
Ross, if you see a better portrait or token, we can work with that later. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and throw her in the combat tracker. There we go. So we now have a
I'm
Kitty.
also going to move forward a bit and kind of look around and re-look for tracks to see if I can pick anything up, if maybe they set someone down, if they had been carrying them, but I'm pretty sure it's more in.
Understood. So you healed Kitty for 4?
Yep.
So she has 33 points of damage still. But she's up. She's functional. She's just like when she moves, you can hear like Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll for me a survival check, please, Kierny. Natural 20.
Wow.
Okay. Kierny, I'm gonna kind of broaden this out a little bit. You start searching this area, right? And you see that there's nothing here but goblin tracks. There's no booted feet. There's nothing of that nature. This must have just been an ambush site. In fact, from what you can tell on the tracks, this is probably where the ambush came from that hit the travelers. And then you start following it back this direction, back to where you were, and following these tracks again. You realize as you follow them that yes, there are lots of booted feet headed up this direction, but the booted, I mean not the non-booted bare feet, the bare feet that go this direction, as you look more closely, following the tracks again a second time, you see a little ways down a large indent right around here that looks like, to your trained eye, well, maybe it's more of a gut instinct for you, looks like something heavy fell and was picked back up. Something that with one of the indents it left in the ground had some sort of shoulder pauldron. It's like a perfect indent of a shoulder pauldron of some kind, heading off in this direction. So something fell and was picked back up.
Okay. I go back and I'm going to communicate this to the group, and I'm going to obviously point out and be like, you see that indent up there? Looks like some sort of pauldron. But most of the feet go up that path, at least the booted ones that we're looking for. So, choice from here on is up to you.
No, I'm sorry. I had to correct myself. No booted feet up this direction, bare feet.
No booted?
Yeah.
Okay, only bare.
And technically no booted feet this direction either. No booted feet beyond this area here. But you do see that.
Most feet were up, right?
Most were up. So actually you got a 20. You got a 20. So while I will say it looks like most feet go up, yes, the feet that went off in this direction were marching in some sort of rank, so it's almost impossible to tell. Could be a few, looks like a few sets, but when you look at it closer, it looks like feet stepping in the same spot over and over and over. So it could be a dozen, could be 6, could be 50, hard to tell, but they're marching in some shape or form of order, which that's not very goblin-like.
Yeah, I don't like that. I obviously communicate to the group, and I will probably put my opinion of, I think the ones that went the other direction to the right a little bit, I think that they got the big guy with them. Whatever had the big feet that we should be careful of.
So we know it wasn't left. The big guy's to the right. Do we want to try and look what's forward? Straight ahead?
Wait, we wanna check which one?
The one straight ahead. The one that's not the big guy.
Tell you what, while you guys decide that, you mind if I go grab a drink real quick?
Sure.
All right, I'll be right back.
Hey, at least it wasn't us that got ambushed. It's just a mechanical fox that can be rebuilt.
Yeah, but you've worked so hard on it.
You know, she's got my back. That's the whole point. I mean, I can take her apart and put her back together. You don't want to do that with people so much.
I suppose that's fair. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Amelia's not really good at tracking or anything. She doesn't really do nature.
Yeah, Ria will pretty much let you know that this is your thing that you were sent here for, and she'll just follow wherever you point her to.
Well, that's helpful.
I mean, if the booted feet were going in one direction, then we should probably follow them, I would
Well,
think.
the booted feet stopped in that intersection.
Yeah, it was just that there was something with the children fell over on the right side.
What is a shoulder pauldron?
So like a
It's
piece of armor.
Yeah, it's essentially the shoulder armor piece. Like the
Okay.
big bulky bit.
Things are getting really serious, so I got a much stronger drink this time. Big
Okay,
red
so-
instead of Diet Dr. Pepper.
Even we go ahead, odd we go to the right.
Ooh, you're leaving it to fate. You're going ahead.
Okay.
Bum bum bum.
Are
All
we
right.
sending Kitty forward again?
Yes. I mean, she might be a little bit less stealthy, but sure.
She certainly has the hit points for it. Oh, Kitty. I imagine a long career of abuse is ahead for her.
Oh, Jesus.
It's metal. You can just pound out the dents.
So go ahead and form back up everyone in a marching order, and then then send Kitty forward. And I'll need go ahead while they're doing that. Have Kitty roll a perception check for me.
Sorry, have Kitty do what?
Roll a perception check for me. This one not at disadvantage, and I'll explain why in a bit. Pff,
7.
uh-huh.
I didn't need it to be a disadvantage. She's already messed up.
She's
One of her
just-
lenses cracked.
That poor thing. As she moves forward, okay, what? No, layers, mask, please. She moves forward into what looks like a large chamber, and as she moves forward, and you guys as well, you start to hear the sound of rushing water, and she moves forward and sees a chamber filled with waterfalls, creating a pool of shallow water at the bottom, and sunlight filtering in, actually lighting up the area. Well,
That's a nice bathhouse.
what does Kitty do?
Can she find any tracks or anything? I guess she doesn't see anything.
No, she can roll a survival check. She doesn't see or smell anything, but to be fair,
Oh,
there's
jeez.
rushing water all around here. This poor girl. She's not well.
She is banged up.
She is not well. She looks at the ground and just stops for a while.
Like one eye is shorting out, the other one's just not even working.
Her poor nose is dented.
Jesus.
Oh boy. Yeah, she can't really tell. Just there's large waterfalls and a shallow pool of water over that direction.
But nobody's shooting at her, right? I mean, she'll just kind of walk, I guess, like, she'll walk as far as she can, like, over by these rocks and bushes and stuff.
all right,
but...
go ahead and move her. When that happens, when that happens, give me a second. I gotta figure out which one.
You gotta figure out which one shoots her.
Hang on a second.
She steps on a landmine.
Oh, let me go ahead and. No, that's not what I needed. I needed this. There we go. All right. Boom. Boom. I'm sorry, Kitty. I'm not the one that keeps sending you into this. Kitty gets rushed. And there's a sudden crying out. The good news is, in a surprise round, you can either attack or move. You cannot do both. So, she gets surrounded. But again, I need you to roll... Oh, I'll roll initiative first, since she's on the combat tracker now. Actually, no, you roll initiative for her. So she won't... So the surprise round is she gets surrounded. And I'm going to have there be one round of combat before the rest of you can act, if that makes sense. Because you're all pretty far away. So, first things first is this goblin, one of the goblins that rushes around the rock, wielding two blades, frothing at the mouth, starts laying into her with a reckless attack. That's a hit. And she's down.
Yeah.
And Kitty's down again. Okay. The rest of them, like, and that's it. Everyone roll initiative for me. So the rest of them just kind of run to a stop, like, oh, that was, guess I was expecting more from that. So here's what's going to happen. As they, well, no, that is a surprise round. We'll wait until see what initiative says. Everyone rolled initiative?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, we're gonna start back up at the top. Which is this guy again. He is going to charge. To there. Okay. And it's Ria's turn.
Well, that saved me the trip.
It's
So
true.
let me just wait for this guy to get to a spot so I can click on him.
Is he not at a spot? Oh, there he goes.
He is now.
That is a natural 20. So he runs right up to you, and you just like are waiting for him. Go ahead and roll damage.
Just runs right onto the sword.
And you do, how many points is that? 14? Reduced to 7. The attack hits and it does a lot of damage, but this thing is so enraged that you can tell it's not even feeling it.
Alright, well, got another attack.
Yes, you do.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that one misses horribly. Maybe Ria's a little taken aback by like, holy crap.
Just hit both ends of the spectrums right there.
It's like when a rabid raccoon just charges you down. You're like, all right. So now starts the tale of Glint. You guys hear from behind a rock, "Glint, take you all!" And then the voice grows deeper as it goes, "Glint is monster." As you see above the rock grow to a large size, a large goblin. And he looks down and says, "Light, Glint." And you hear this small voice, "But Glint burn. Glint immune to fire." "Oh, okay." And another goblin, which I guess I'll have to... No, you actually wouldn't be able to see that. Does something, and you see fire crawl up Glint's body. In an instant, whoosh up his legs and his torso and his head. Glint laughing the whole time. Surprisingly, as if the fire wasn't even touching him. And he starts to move towards you. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. And then Glint crashes into the water. Because Glint was very much not fireproof. Goodbye, Glint. Goblin Base 4! Where are you at? There you are. Goblin Base 4 is going to run over here and try and hide. Oh, Glint. Yep, okay. He does that. Then Goblin Berserker 4. He gets to here. He just can't quite reach you. Kitty's gone, unfortunately. Okay. Now this gets interesting. Ooh, what is... That's definitely enough. Yes, that is enough, is not? It is, barely. So I need to do this. And I'll just move it like that. And this goblin, you see a goblin appear from the bushes, dressed strangely in no armor but red robes, and holding a staff, begins to cackle maliciously as it casts a spell on Claire, Rhea, Aras, Kieran, Amelia, and Berserker 3. Entangle. Okay, so hang on. Let's sort through this real quick. Claire fails. Goblin Berserker 3 succeeds. Kieran, you succeed. Aras, you succeed. Rhea, you fail.
Everyone but the sisters is okay.
Everyone... No, Amelia fails. So Amelia and the sisters, you are entangled, which means you cannot move until you break free. Actually, technically what it is vines grow up out of the ground and wrap themselves around your feet. Everyone in the square is in difficult terrain, whether you succeeded or not. If you fail the success, you are restrained until you make a strength check against that spell DC. So the sisters and Amelia, you cannot move. Everyone else, it's counted as difficult terrain. Gotcha?
Yep.
Sure.
Sweet. All right, and then this Gobby Gob is going to just barely make it there. He's going to attack Rhea recklessly. Rhea, you got 2 attacks coming towards you. First attack is a natural 20. So you take, oh boy, yikes, 15 points of damage. Next attack. Actually, no, I'm sorry. These don't have multi-attack. For just the one. Sorry, forget my goblins don't have multi-attack. So, good news, Rhea. It's attacking recklessly. Bad news is it just hits you really hard. All right, that's its turn. Amelia, you can't move.
That's okay. I'm ranged.
Fair enough.
I would like to target these 2 fuckers with the classic
Acid splash.
sploosh.
Holy cow. That's a lot of successes. So, nope. Nice try. Anything else?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Aras. Would you like to spend a
Yes.
minute mourning the passing of Glint?
No, I'll just shoot at the first goblin berserker. If I can figure out where my sheet went.
But Glint was mighty.
We all handle our grief differently. It's okay.
Glint was the best NPC
Okay.
I ever made to die.
So I think I hit him.
That's a hit. That's definitely a hit. For 18
Oh,
points of damage,
whole bunch of
reduced to
damage.
8. For which one is this? This is Berserker 4.
Yeah.
So
Is he
it's only
dying?
reduced to 9. Berserker 4 had already taken damage, right? Yeah, he is definitely dead.
Okay. Then I will take my second shot at berserker number 1.
Alrighty. Oh, wait. No, he would not. Well, crad. That's fine.
That's okay. I
I
could
was-
still shoot at berserker number 1.
Yeah, we'll do that because it only exceeded his hit points by 2, so he would technically. It's nice that Fantasy Grounds tells me that. He technically would have had 7 hit points left. That's a hit, though. Go ahead and roll damage, and I'll just add. That would have been just enough to kill him. So I'll go ahead and take that off of Berserker 1. So yeah, we say he's dead.
Okay.
So your 2 shots took out him. Berserker 4.
And I will start to walk back up the wall. The rock.
All right, it is considered difficult terrain, so
That's
until you
fine.
get out of that square, it's going to be double your movement.
That's fine. I mean, I'm also just going up, so
Yeah, but I mean the spell doesn't really account for elevation. The tendrils. I'll say just until you get out of that square. Where are you headed?
just up onto the rock.
So oh yeah, so we'll say it's. I mean it's still well within your movement. We'd say it's 10, 20, and you still can more than get there. All right,
Okay.
Claire.
And I'm gonna drop down too.
Oh, you may
Like-
go prone.
Go prone, yes.
Gotcha. All right. Sorry, you guys were in half square, so I had to move you. Question being, where would Claire have been? Claire would have been up with her sister, wouldn't she? This is a little
I would
confusing.
think so.
Yeah, because it was basically like this, and I'm not really sure. But we'll say yes. We'll say Claire was up with her sister, because that doesn't make any sense otherwise. Claire doesn't like being entangled, but she's also content to just hit the things in front of her. She's cool like that. So she will, noticing that these things are taking quite a bit of damage, she will attack the one in front of her and miss and do her second attack and hit, and you see her sword light up with the divine light of Shellen as she strikes for 10, and then an additional 3 points of damage, so 13 points of damage to Berserker. No, so it'd be 7 points of damage to Berserker 3.
Is this for smite?
Yes.
The base is 2d8.
Oh, 2D, thank you. I've never used smite before. So then it's 13, 18, so it's 9 to Berserker 3, who had 7 before. So 16 points of damage. Still not quite enough to take it down with its Berserker Rage going, but damages it severely. That is her turn. Base Goblin 2. This goblin has been still standing up here looking at Kitty. Kind of disappointed. It's gonna run over here. Let's see. Take a shot at Rhea. Rhea, short bow, coming at you. That's a miss. And then it's going to go over here and attempt to hide. Okay. Yep, okay. Well done, Gobby Gob. Next is Kieran, your turn.
Yeah, these guys are right here for me, so I'm gonna just stomp my way out of these weeds.
Sure. Nothing but
Come right
dandelions
up
to you.
Right? Yeah. No problem. And I'm going to try and just cut this little goblin's arms.
Oh, okay. It's very understanding and not violent at all.
He's up here smacking people. They're using a whole bunch of magic. These goblins have been seriously led astray and need a call.
Oh, don't mind me. I always root for my NPCs.
Nope.
I always feel bad when they go. Well, his arms are really attached.
Assuming the goblin's made out of rubber, I'm going to try again.
Gotcha. That's another. Well, hang on. Let me check with Berserkers. Yeah, that's a miss.
Okay. Squirmy little bastard, stop moving!
He just goes. Oh, hang on. What about you? Why aren't you doing anything? Oh, you're still over there. I see. You didn't get to go. All right. Well. This little guy comes charging and screaming out here. He can't even come close to reaching you guys. But he's gosh darn trying. Alright, Berserker 3 is going to continue his attack on Claire at Reckless. Oh, which reminds me, guys, I forgot with Claire and Rhea, you as well. Make your attacks at advantage because they're attacking you recklessly.
Got it.
Yeah, I forgot with Claire as well. So keep me honest with that. That's all a miss. It's just a miss. So that's his turn. Rhea, your turn.
Well, let's go ahead and try and take this guy out.
Sure.
What the fuck?
Well, with advantage, you roll 2 1s. How is that even a thing?
Guys, we need to have a
Wait.
talk.
This one is all supposed to be an advantage.
Yeah, roll another one just in case it's a crit. 19, almost. Not a crit, though. I can't believe you rolled 2. If you were a halfling, you still would have had to suffer that critical fail.
Oh my god.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and
Do some damage.
see what this does.
Is this Berserker 1 or 3?
This is on 3.
Gotcha. So that is 7, so what? 4 points of damage to Berserker 3. He's got 1 hit point left.
That's fine. I won't waste a smite then.
Fair enough.
Or 1 hit point.
Fair enough. Is that your turn?
Let me just see if this is an action or a bonus action. It doesn't say.
Which one?
My Channel Divinity of Heart and... I mean, it says that you can end it as a bonus action, but it doesn't say for starting it.
Most Channel Divinities are an action.
Right, so
we'll assume it's an action.
Got it. I'll add that on there.
Gotcha. All right. Base Goblin 4 finally gets to do something. He is going to pop around here. Let's see. Take a shot at Curity. Short bow coming at you. It misses and runs away. Very brave. Very brave, these guys. I tell you what. Kitty's not there no more. Shaman is screaming at the top of his lungs, "No, no, stupid gobbies, run away!" As he comes over here. And he's going to focus not on you or you or you. He's going to fire an acid arrow at Kieran with his spells. That's a hit.
Oh, yeah.
Kieran, you take 5 whole points of damage, and I believe on your next turn you also take extra damage. That's on your next turn. Give me a second. I don't remember if there's a save for that or not. No. So and at the start of your next turn, you're going to take another 2d4. And that is his turn. I'm sorry. I got the hard drink because don't spit in my drink. Sorry, my wife likes to come steal my drinks, but sometimes it's not a drink she likes. So Goblin Berserker 1 is going to attack Rhea with recklessness. And that's a natural 20. Again, that's the second natural 20 against you.
No, thank you.
Rhea, I'm afraid you're taking 13 points of damage. And you are not looking so hot. Next up is Amelia. Rhea's getting hit pretty hard up there. If only you could run up to her. You know, with your legs. You're muted, by the way. I'm going to say...
I sure am. I was wondering why you were interrupting me.
Both of them failed, at the very least.
Good.
So please do damage.
Eat acid.
What is it with you? It's always it's nothing or it's everything. 9 points of acid damage. That's actually... No, that wouldn't be reduced. That's acid damage. They only have resistance to bludgeoning and things of that nature.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, no. They don't have like the totem of the bear. They're not that. Which means you actually killed one. There you go. One of the one in front of Rhea actually falls to the floor, holding its face, crying out in pain as it burns to a slimy goop.
Nice.
All right, Aras.
Yes.
Yes. It is a Ross.
I will go bangy bangy.
You see the still somewhat flamed corpse of Glint right around here, face down in the water.
So Goblin Berserker 1 for 21. I'm pretty sure that hits.
That's a hit. Yeah,
And
I'm
pretty sure he's around no more.
That's actually, that is literally enough to kill him. It exceeded him by his hit points by 11, and you rolled a 22, so half that would have been 11. Actually, that wouldn't have been half though, because it's thunder damage. So
Yeah.
never mind. Never mind. That doesn't. So he's doubly dead.
And I will take the rest of the turn to reload.
Gotcha. Understood. Claire is going to take her action to make a strength saving throw. I really wish I knew how to. There we go. Do strength saving throw. 17. She busts out with, like, basically you guys kind of see her flex in her armor, and just with gritted teeth just rips with ease, rips out of the weeds, and takes her place next to Kieran and actually moves up this way, slowly making her way towards the shaman. Actually, no. You know what she's going to do? She's going to step up to here, and she's going to do lay on hands on Rhea. That's a bonus action, is it not?
I'm pretty sure that that's an action. I don't think paladins really have.
Never mind.
Yeah,
she moves up.
That's an action.
She likes you, but she doesn't like you that much. No, that's not true. She just she doesn't have a bonus action to spend, so she's trying to take out targets. And base goblin number 2 is going to he can see Claire now, so he's going to take a shot at her, and not Rhea. And actually, this would be, I gotta remember, this would be an advantage because he's hidden. It's so hard to remember these things. That is definitely a hit. And that is 8 points to Claire. And he needs to run. So he is going to do just that. Run behind here and try to hide. As a bonus action. Okay. Good enough for him. Alright, Kieran, your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut straight for this guy.
Sure. Charge
I
him.
want
He's
him to
charging you.
intercept. Yeah, I'm gonna intercept him, and I'm gonna try for non-lethal damage on this bugger.
Okay.
To see if I can bash him over the head a few times.
Sure. I like the little cinematic view of this as you're both running across the stream, like water flying up as you charge each other. That's definitely a hit. That's 9. That's going to be reduced down to 5. So
I strike at him, and then I get behind him and just kind of go past him, stop in the river, and take another swing.
Got you. That's a hit. Also, remember, you can control click on him to have it just auto. And that'll be another 3. So that'll be... So you hit him really hard. Do about 8 points of damage with his raging. Yeah, so, I mean, it takes time to get used to, but when you control click on him, you'll see under your character, it'll say... You'll see his name appear on your little window. Yeah, there you go.
Him.
And then when you roll, it'll auto tell you if it hits and let you do damage to it. So I already added it for now. But
okay, cool.
And then I think when we end your turn, it will do the extra damage to you. It did not. That's odd. Well, we'll go ahead and just...
It did it at the beginning of her turn.
Well, then it should have gone away, I think. I don't know why it didn't. I think I just need to manually remove it, because it's just for 1 turn. I believe. Give me a second. Spells. Acid Arrow. I believe it's just at immediately and 2d4 acid damage at the end of its next turn. That's it. So it goes away after you took that damage. So the acid has run its course. We are up to base goblin 3. He is going to also take a shot at Claire at advantage. Unfortunately for Claire. However, Claire's a tank. She can take it. That's a miss anyway. And then he's going to try and run and hide. Because goblins be goblins. And that's enough for him. All right, Goblin Berserker 2. Kieran, the goblin spins to face you and makes its attack recklessly against you. That's a hit, as it hits you for 6 points. And you can just tell it's foaming at the mouth. Its eyes are rolled back in its head. It's just pure rage right now, as its rusty and pitted scimitars slash into you. Rhea, how's the garden?
Yeah, it's going. So it's an action to make the strength check, right?
Correct.
All right, so I'll just heal myself then, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Base Goblin 4. He makes another attack on Rhea because Rhea's stepping forward into this. At advantage, he's going to attack Claire, not Rhea, sorry, Claire. At advantage, and that is a miss. Finally, that plate armor is actually having some effect. Because, quite honestly, Claire should be able to walk into this kind of thing fairly confident, but she's just been getting hammered lately. Eventually, it's starting to pay off for her, so... Oh. Uh-oh. He may have stepped out too far. He can't... Let's see. So, 15, 20, 25... 30, he can only make it to there. So, he is still very much in view. Kitty be dead. Goblin Shaman is going to... Yeah... He's going to cast... Scorching Ray at Claire. The best target there. And as he chants something, 3 fiery orbs appear above his head, and one after another he flings them at Claire. First one is a miss, second one is a hit, and third one is a natural 20. So that's the critical, and that's the normal. She takes 28 points of damage as fireball, like basically it looks like a little flaming rock just hits her full in the face, and then another one to her gut. She is standing, but Claire is not looking so hot.
Squee?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad that this is just continuing the trend of, hey, so this is a big, important fight, and it's going to be really weirdly unencumbering, and then, hey, this is going to be a tough fight, but it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, here's 10 billion criticals against you. Whoops.
I weight all my Fantasy Ground dice just to make this interesting.
Clearly. Oh, Jesus.
Well, Amelia.
God.
Rhea, you have another sister.
I think I've had enough of you killing all of our families. I think it's time that we said something about it.
I actually
haven't lost anyone yet.
So in all reality, I feel bad, but I mean it's Claire. She's not going to stand behind a rock or something.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You're doing great.
Sorry. Aras. You just saw Claire get hit hard by that shaman.
Yeah, and I'm gonna turn around and return the favor, I hope. Nope.
Not on that first one. You have a second attack because I believe you reloaded.
Okay.
I did know.
I don't know that I did because
you just did a regular reload. You didn't reload both barrels.
It's like every third attack, and I just did it every the last one.
Gotcha. Understood. All right. Well,
So I miss.
I'm afraid so. All right.
Yep.
Well, Claire ain't no fool. Can she? She cannot. Yeah. Claire's going to move to here out of its vision. And she's going to... You can lay on hands yourself, can't you?
Yeah.
Remind me so I don't have to pull the stats. What is the lay on hands? What's the... Is it your spell level?
It's 5 times... Should be just your paladin level.
5 times your paladin level?
Yeah.
Okay, so she has... Hang on, I gotta math it. 65 hit points worth of healing. So she's gonna heal herself up a bit. Not full, because you never know what's coming next, but you see Claire, like when she gets hit in the face, she basically just takes a right and goes fuck, runs to the rock and just starts healing her face. All right. That's her action. Oh, nope. Not quite you, Kieran. Goblin base 2 is going to sneak around here and take a shot at Kieran. Kieran, this is coming at you with advantage because it was hidden. That is a critical. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys.
Squee.
I'm sorry.
We are going to have words after this.
I know it's coming, but I'm not sure what you're expecting to gain from it other than the catharsis of my dead body. And
Well, maybe that'll be enough.
And then runs away and hides. Oh, goblins. Okay. Kieran, that one hit you good.
Yeah, that did. I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna keep wailing on this guy. Non-lethal damage.
Okay.
I want to take this little bugger out and have a chat with him about his life choices.
Understood. Why goblin? Why is goblin? That's a hit.
Oh, it's gonna have a lot more cussing than that.
That's so that's 4 points of damage too. What is this? This is Goblin Berserker 2. Okay. Okay. One more attack, please. That's a hit as well. And even cut down to half. He is down.
Excellent.
I'm gonna remove him from the field, but just remember he's unconscious. So
okay.
like you
pull him out of the water so we don't drown.
I got it. Like, I'm curious. How do you knock him out?
I probably hit him in the head with the blunt of my sword the first time, and that didn't work, and he started laughing, so I just like smashed him to the ground with my shield.
Gotcha. And then
kicked him out of the water.
Didn't move that second time. Gotcha. Okay. Perfect.
And then I'm gonna actually take some cover over here and crouch down because
yeah,
I'm not feeling so hot.
Understood. All right. Back up to not quite Rhea yet. Goblin base 3. I'm just gonna roll a d10 real quick. 1 to 5, he goes right. 6 to 10, he goes left. That's a d12. Well, still, whatever. He goes left. He's going to here. And he is going to take a shot at Rhea. Rhea. Arrow coming your way. Another critical hit. Oh my god. Well, okay. That's, hey.
Stop it.
I don't appreciate this.
You know what? I'm not taking blame for this. This is the goblins. Be angry at the goblins. And he steps back around here and tries to hide. All right, there we go. Rhea, your turn.
All right, well, I'm going to try and make that strength check.
Sure.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
Why
have I rolled so many ones?
Those weeds are really tough. I know you used so many critical fails, and my goblins are on fire. You know, the NPC chat room is going bananas right now.
I'm sure they are.
Oh, that's right, Kierna. You don't know about the. It's a running gag that the NPCs have their own chat, where they use it like a support group because usually they're just really on the bitter end of everything.
Oh.
But right now they're like. They are just rooting, thinking maybe this will be the fight.
Gadrian's just like, you know what? I feel like goblins might be a really good just base for goons.
I swear, I said actually, Kira and I were talking about this. People that say goblins are not a threat, just they have a GM who's not using them properly. Is really what it is.
They just haven't had enough of them at once.
Or that too.
Just not enough natural 20s.
I mean,
Your
they
GM
have
isn't manipulative enough.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, these goblins are slightly better than an actual goblin, but only by slightly. They have the same number of hit points. They're just a little bit better at hitting things, but not by a whole lot. This is coming for Claire. But I will say, actually, that's a fair thing to note out. Kieran, Rhea, and Claire would know that these goblins, they're fighting better than goblins that you're used to. Usually, the goblins are not this competent. They're not quite this skilled. Oh my god, that's 2 20s.
Squee. Squee.
Can you roll something else?
Squee.
I think we need to have a chat about you hacking the dice.
And the NPC room goes wild. I am sorry, Claire. That is another 11 points of damage to Claire. She just healed herself.
Fucking Christ.
Can he make it though? 1, 2. No, he can't. He's just gonna run to here. He can't get out of sight. Kitty's dead. Goblin Shaman, who has no level 2 spells left. He's going to... he's going to run to here and try and hide. Which is enough. That's his turn. Amelia.
So I can't see any more goblins at this point, correct?
Correct.
And
They're
I'm
all-
still stuck in these fucking vines.
Correct.
I have +0 to my strength. Okay. It's just like a basic strength check or a saving throw that I have to roll? I guess it doesn't really matter.
It's a strength check. You gotta beat the DC of the spell.
I believe in you.
I'm so fucked. I've been rolling like shit all night. God fucking damn it. Okay.
Well, all right. You're trying. They are not budging. Next up is Aras. Aras, you can't see any of them. However,
I can't see goblin number 4.
well, because if you think about it, from where you are, maybe if you move to over here, yeah, if you move a little bit, you could see him. You see what I'm saying? If you go to there, you'd be able to
Right
get
there?
a vision. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
this wall, the corner wall here, that goes all the way up. But you can get a shot off from there, certainly.
Okay. Nope.
No.
Okay, and I will reload again.
Okay. All right. Claire, who has just about had enough of this, she's going to take a step over, crouch down next to Kieran, and heal you for 20 points.
Yes.
She's almost out of healing hands. Has a little bit left. All right. That's gonna be her turn. Oh, hang on. Goblin base 2. Goblin base 2 is gonna take a few steps out and take a shot at Rhea. Are you within range? Yes, just barely. Rhea, did you miss him?
No.
No. It's a hit.
Well, at least it's not a 20.
Yeah, I was almost expecting one. That's how bad it is. Takes a few steps back, attempts to hide, and they've really been rocking their hide rolls. I mean, it's not too hard for them, but the other group was failing, I think, every other time to hide. Kieran, your turn.
Yeah. So, seeing Amelia struggle, I'm going to run and then dash and get over to her and kind of position myself in front of her. And on my next turn, I'm gonna try and get her out of these.
Sure, understood.
That's it.
Gotcha. Goblin base 3 is going to take a few steps out, take a shot at Rhea, because they're having fun hitting the unmoving target. That's a hit. And 6 more damage, Rhea.
I really wish I had used the throwing materia and just launched my rapier at them like a javelin.
Okay, and that one ducks back again. Rhea, your turn.
What's the range on a short bow?
It is 80 feet for the first increment and 320 for the disadvantage increment. So you can definitely hit almost any of them. Actually, you could hit any of them if you could see them, of course.
All right.
By the way, I should point this out because typically you guys have had at least one target you can go for. But if you can't see any of them and you want to, you can roll a perception check to try and find them. They're hard little buggers to spot because they have a +6 to hide. But if you roll your perception higher than their check to hide, you could see them. I mean, unless they are under like full cover or something. Make sense?
Yep.
Yep.
Gotcha. Good. Groovy.
Oh my god.
No. You got another shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hit. This is on, what, Goblin 4?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Hey, he has 2 points of damage. All right. Speaking of, he's going to back up to here. Was he? You know what? No, actually, he's going to come around here and hide. He's tired of being out in the open like that. All right. Kitty, no good. Okay. Ooh, actually, you make me a... Okay, yeah. All right, then. Okay. that person does something. Amelia, it's your turn.
I want out.
I understand.
17 enough.
17 is enough.
God.
Oh, you have advantage too if you needed it, but no, 17 is enough. You break free.
God. At that point, she's just so angry, just rips out of the fucking vines.
With Kieran helping you, yeah.
Gotcha. Fucking Christ. Is she able to do a movement as well, or?
Yes. You have a movement and a bonus action.
She's going to thank Kieran, move forward. I guess try and... No, she can't really do a perception, could she? That would be an action.
No, that would be an action, unfortunately.
Okay. So then I guess I'm done.
Okay. Ross, back to you.
She's gonna hold a shot for the next goblin she sees, preferably in the rock towards where Claire is.
Gotcha. Understood. Speaking of Claire, Claire's had just about enough of all this nonsense. She's going to take like a... Alright. Okay. And then run around the end of the rock. I'm going to have her make a perception check. Oh no, Claire! Run around the end of the rock and just kind of stand there because she can't see anyone. So she's going to take the dodge action. Right, well, goblin number 2 gonna come around and take a shot at Claire at normal because dodge action and advantage cancel each other out. Claire was kind of hoping that she'd finally something to hit. Didn't quite turn out that way from that perception check. But that's a miss. And he's going to run back around. Hide again. You guys know the story for these guys. That is not enough to hide, actually. So he tries to hide, but he fails. Kieran, your turn.
Yeah. Remembering those bigger feet and more goblin and not really finding any people, I'm going to crouch behind this rock and take a minute to collect myself and kind of get down and stay out of combat for a second. And I'm going to switch over to my longbow and put away my sword and shield.
Oh, gotcha. Understood. All right. Whoops. Hang on. Goblin base 3 is going to... Whoops. Charge forward in a rush to get a surprise attack on Claire. But she is taking the dodge action, so this is just a straight scimitar attack.
Wouldn't he get shot first?
Let's take a look. Yes, he would. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot you were holding your action. And get shot he does. Go ahead and do your damage, please. He only had 12. Jeez. All right. Yeah. So everything I was saying, just forget that. That's nonsense. I'm a filthy liar. He runs around the corner and just gets blown away. Nicely done. Rhea, it's your turn.
All right. Trying to make the strength check again.
Oh no, Rhea.
It wasn't Amelia that needed the help.
Wow.
Rhea's got to be so pissed right now. Oh no. All right. Goblin 4 he's going to take a shot at the easy target. Well, the target. She's in dodge, so gonna go for Claire and hit for 9 points of damage. And then, of course, attempt to hide. Can he do it? He can. All right. Shaman jumps out of the bush, running behind Claire. To here. And cast. What is this? Is this a. Oops. Yeah. Okay, that's just going to hit Rhea and Amelia. It's not going to hit Ross on the rock. Cast Burning Hands on Amelia and Rhea. And not Claire. So. Rhea fails.
I've had enough of this. I'm going home.
So you take. Amelia, you take half of this. Oh, it already does it for you. So Rhea, you take 11. Amelia, you take 5. As it rushes forth and throws a column or a cone of fire at both of you. Amelia, your turn. Excuse Faba.
It's fine.
Center the anger. Push it
Yep,
down.
I'm working on it. So, yeah, so this thing is just like literally right in front of her, correct? Yes? Okay. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Amelia's going to use Vampiric Touch on them.
Oh. Alright.
So
That's
Fuck.
a miss.
you. God damn it.
But hey, you get to try again next turn. Vampiric Touch, I believe, is a concentration spell, is it not?
Yep.
Alright. Ross!
That was your first mistake, Rhea. I'm just saying.
So I'm gonna shoot at the shaman,
Yeah. Yeah. No.
and I'm gonna miss.
No.
And I'll reload.
Okay. Claire. Claire's gonna assume you guys have got this covered. And let's see here. She's not dumb, so she's gonna slowly make her way, advancing on those goblins, taking the dodge action as she does it. Basically, it's like a slow, steady advance behind her shield, like I am coming for you. That is her turn. And then Base Goblin 2 is going to take a shot and fail. He's going to miss. Going to run back around here and try to hide. And succeed. But their time is running out. All right, Kieran, your turn.
Ever helpful, I'm going to go over here and help Rhea.
Please, for the love of God.
And that's what I'm going to do.
Kieran the gardener.
I'm used to a lot of children.
Speaking of, Rhea.
Please, God, let me get this.
I will do my best.
It's with advantage, right? 'Cause
Yes,
she's
it's with
helping me.
advantage because she's helping you, yes. You did it. You did it.
Thank God.
Here with Kiri's help, you're able to rip out of the entanglement.
She just gives you a very relieved look. And then runs up to this guy.
Gotcha. All right. Oops, hang on. Goblin base 4 is going to take a step out and take a shot at Claire. And miss. Which is really, let's be honest here, how this should have been going from the start. But oh, and he fails to hide. Okay, there's that. Shaman squeaks, knowing that this is not good. He's going to what's he gonna do? Is he dumb enough to try that? I don't know. Let me roll an intelligence check for him real quick, because he's pretty dumb. Actually, it'd be a wisdom check though. Yeah, he's dumb enough to try that. He is going to cast sleep on Amelia and Rhea.
Please no.
Amelia is unconscious.
Fuck you, Squee.
He casts sleep. Amelia, you feel your eyelids grow heavy and you sink to the ground. Unconscious. It will take, basically you're unconscious for 10 minutes or until someone shakes you awake or you take damage of some kind.
Isn't there a saving throw for that spell?
I don't think so, but you could be right. Let me check.
Fucking better be.
It's not a saving throw to take it, but you might be right. It might be a saving throw to wake up from it every other round. But the actual sleep is one of those weird spells where there's no saving throw against it. It's either you have enough hit points or you don't. Each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious. Until the spell ends, the sleeper takes damage or someone uses an action to slap the sleeper awake. So, for 1 minute. So 1 minute or someone slaps you awake or you take damage.
Well, I've got a hand with a gauntlet with your name on it.
Ross,
Great.
it's your turn.
So I am going to try and shoot the shaman again.
I just want to point out, he had to roll really high on his sleep spell to take even Amelia down. I really thought that wasn't going to do anything, but yep, that's a hit. That's a hit, and that is dead. Well. Oh, no, it's not. 1 hit point left.
Well, I will shoot it a second time.
That's a hit again.
Okay. Do you really want me to roll damage?
No, you don't need to roll damage. It's fine.
Okay.
So he puts Amelia to sleep and then gets put to sleep himself.
He takes the big long nap.
Yes. Okay. Claire. Oh. Claire is slowly advancing on these guys. Shield drawn, still taking the dodge action. Because it would be foolish for her to charge them and then just take their attacks. Speaking of... No, not quite you, Kieran. Goblin base 2 is going to... she's too close. The jig is up. They're going at her with scimitars. However... this is a weird thing. I'm not going to give them advantage on sneak attack. My thinking behind this is logical. She knows about where they are. If they come charging at her, I can't count that as some sort of sneak attack. From being surprised. You know what I mean? A bow, sure, because you don't know exactly where it's coming from, but you know exactly where that's coming from. So I'd actually say this is at disadvantage. Sorry, not trying to go one way or the other. I'm just thinking that's logical. And that's a miss. Kearney, your turn.
Yeah.
Amelia fell over. Swooned, you might say.
Let me check distance on a longbow real quick. What is the distance on a longbow?
A longbow? Quite some distance. Give me a second here.
Very long.
Okay, don't freeze up on me, game.
If a short bow's 80, I imagine the long 22.
Longbow is a range of 150 feet or 600 feet.
Oh.
So, yes. Just, the range is yes.
I walk forward a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and shoot.
Not a hit.
You shoot your longsword?
Yeah.
I shoot my longbow.
She takes her longsword,
Oh.
attaches it to the string, and launches it.
It
Try
does not do well. It's -1 after that.
for your next attack. Try control clicking on him, and then doing your longbow. Because you get 2 even with their longbow, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So do it again.
So, well, control click on the goblin,
Okay.
and then do the attack. There you go.
There we go.
And fire that longbow. I like the idea that you fired your long. Oh, hey, you hit.
Oh, thank you.
Nicely done. For 11 points of damage. Yeah, he is looking almost dead. That basically hit him in the throat and just stuck in his throat halfway through. He's just kind of standing there going,
Oh.
Rhea.
Well, we're gonna make some more mistakes and assume that you guys are able to handle this shit. We're gonna try and wake Amelia up.
Okay. Amelia, like how are you waking her up? I'm curious.
Well, she'll try, like, shaking her. And if that doesn't work, then she'll resort to, like, slapping her face a bit.
Gotcha. So it says slap them awake. So I would say this: vigorous shaking, like enough to like a ragdoll, or like smacking him.
We'll just smack her then. You're
Gotcha.
gonna have a compliment mark on the side of your face.
Amelia, you wake up to a stinging sensation on the side of your face, and Rhea kneeling down to whack you.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
You just come away with like a smear of blue on your gauntlet. Just, oh.
Oh, that's right. As some of your makeup comes off. Okay.
That would have been an action, right?
Yes, that would have been your action.
So she just slaps you awake. She apologizes and she just gets up and runs the other way.
All right. Get up and do your movement.
Yeah.
Goblin 4 is going to also pull out Scimitar. The jig is up. It's going for... It knows what's coming. If it can take down Claire quickly, maybe it has a chance. No, it doesn't. It's going to disengage as a bonus action. And oh God, wait, and disengage as a bonus action and run to the waterfall over here. This way. All right, Amelia.
You're muted.
You're muted, by the way.
Fuck. God damn it. So yeah, she just like rubs her cheek like, oh God. And I guess she's gonna Jesus Christ. Would she be able to attack the goblin too without hitting Clara?
Yes, I would. So before you roll, you see at the bottom, you see that says -2 next to disadvantage.
Yes.
Click that little button because we'll consider that she has partial cover because of Claire. So basically, it's just a -2 on your normal roll.
Okay.
Because you got to aim a little better.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Did you do that at disadvantage?
I shouldn't have. I just clicked the -2.
Yeah, just let's see.
Yeah, it was at disadvantage. Her first one was a 16.
Yeah, so 16 plus 1 is normally 16 plus 3, right?
Yes.
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll again, but without any disadvantage, just so that you can. I know. Just do damage to it. Just do the damage to it. That's a hit. It's definitely a hit. And another one, frozen. Dead. All right. Tell you what, guys. I'm gonna. Well, Aras, it's your turn. I don't have to break combat yet because it's trying to run, but you still would act in order.
Can I see him?
Roll me a perception check.
Skills.
No.
Yeah, no.
No, you cannot. Not as of yet.
Then I will just scoot a little bit further out to get like an angle on the edge of the rock.
Gotcha.
And then just hold my action until I see somebody to shoot.
Understood. Claire's going to march up to her. It's been a slow, steady advance for like the last 4 rounds. She's just purposefully been walking towards it. Rhea, reminiscent of one of the few times Sebastian has managed to pull off a prank on her. It's not common, but once in a while, you'll see her start stomping forward. That's basically been the last 4 rounds. And she takes a swipe. And just in one blow, fells the goblin. And we are out of combat.
Finally. Okay.
So Ross is gonna run down to Kitty and then cast Mending again. This time trying to do a better job reattaching the eye.
Gotcha. Yeah, I almost wish Glint could have been a part of that, but another part of me thinks no, maybe not.
Well, I would have just had to have enlarged myself, and then that would have been amazing.
You know what? I'm sorry, I'm cutting him short. Glint was a part of that. He was an important part. All right, so the scene grows quiet, except for the sound of the rushing waterfall. So quiet's not exactly the right word. But there is a moment of pause. Kierne, the berserker you knocked unconscious, is still on the ground, snoring gently.
I'm going to, if at all possible, tie the little pet up.
Sure. Roll me a sleight of hand check, and you can always ask for help too if that's not something you're the best at.
Yeah, I'll immediately be like, somebody help me get this thing bound before he squirms away, yeah?
Sorry, Ross is busy.
Rhea will offer, even though she has no sleight of hand skill whatsoever.
Roll sleight of hand with advantage.
I have a +4.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well.
We all look at you.
Do you help?
Yes.
Okay. Then Amelia, you roll your sleight of hand with advantage, please.
Okay. Yeah, Amelia has like weirdly high dex.
I can just
23.
I can just imagine Amelia. I might be able to tie him, and then like, as if she's done this many times before, Amelia just starts doing like the crossing the ropes.
I feel like it's, the calf roping.
Yeah, exactly.
tying.
Exactly. Like tying the limbs behind them, and basically ties them up in such a way that no one's breaking out of that. And not only that, she does it with confidence and speed.
I really like the bow you put on the top there. That's a nice touch.
It's not even part of the rope. She pulls out a bow.
An additional bow she attached.
Oh my gosh.
And while you're doing this, the goblin wakes up. And he starts trying to struggle against it.
Oh, calm down, and I grab him and dunk his head like twice in the water to kind of wake him up. Shake him off. That feels a little better, right?
No.
Oh man.
It's better than being dead.
Yes. He's
Has not
just
been proven.
he looks exhausted, and he's just looking around, not terrified, but certainly nervous, eyes wide.
Kearney's like, I don't want to be knotting your legs together, you clot-nosed, dung-digging, sticky grecken. But if you don't give me an answer, we're going to have to do that. So why don't you come over and have a little chit-chat? We want to talk about some friends. I'm going to carry it over to the group. Just hold it like it's a teddy bear.
Okay. he says nothing the whole time, just looks nervously.
Amelia just looks really uncomfortable.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check as well.
Is that gonna be an advantage?
Well, no, with sorry, Kieran. Technically, she's the only one that's said anything to him so far. Well, that's not true. Amelia said, but that's not. Yeah, okay, but still, he does look nervous. He looks very nervous.
Him the whole time.
It's a goblin. He's not exactly the paragon of courage. And you put him on the floor, and he's just looking around. What? Pigs, you let go?
That's your name? Pigs?
Pigs.
Got it.
Pigs didn't mean kill, only meant carve, little.
I look at the rest of the group. I'm like, is anybody else very good at talking? I just kind of want to give him a spank.
I mean, is he talking in common or goblin?
Common.
Okay. I'll ask him, where are the people?
He starts nodding towards all of you.
The
People?
other
People?
ones.
Other ones? Ah, castle. Big castle. Castle mountains.
The prisoners.
What?
Thank you.
Ah, Pig's prisoner. Pig's here.
Oh god.
Isn't he just the darnest thing?
Did you see other non-goblin people in the last 24 hours?
He doesn't know how to count, I'm sure.
The last one sun. I don't know.
Sun? No sun here.
Oh.
I try in Goblin, and instead I just say to him, Your friends took some prisoners, some people earlier. Maybe about 5 or 6 of them. Where'd they take them in the cave? Which direction? Can you point?
His face grows more serious. Oh. And he says back in Goblin, "Oh, death took them. Death took them that way." And he points down that way.
Is death a name, or is it, you know...
Death. Name. Death.
Good to know.
Name champion.
What champion?
This isn't Goblin. You wouldn't
Oh, yeah,
understand.
that's true.
I translate over, I think they got a big boss named Death that took them that way. That would be our direction.
Oh. Excellent.
I start
course.
feeding him a ration.
Of course, the one way Ross didn't pick.
Look, I set this up before you guys even came in here. You rolled the die.
Oh, no, I love it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
awesome.
Well, besides, you wouldn't have met Glint.
Very true.
It sniffs the rations and looks at you and then starts like on the ground with no hands. And then
Oh, you're just like Gizzard, and I'm petting him.
roll me a persuasion check. Kearney?
I think I lagged out. I rolled it.
Uh-oh.
Waiting.
What did it tell you? What did it say?
It said nothing. It just disappeared and faded.
All right, what's your bonus to it? +2?
+4.
+4? Give me a second.
I'm proficient.
So 19. Okay.
Nice.
He looks at you for a long time and then goes, "Pigs, sorry, tried to cut you."
Kearney just keeps petting him. That's all right, Pigs. No problem. You just don't do it again. You get your food like a nice scavenger, yeah?
Dwarfy don't go death. Death. Chosen. Death. Champion.
Is this still in Goblin?
No, I would say this is in common now.
Chosen by who?
Gorham.
I'm sorry, Gorham?
You remember the one Otto used to...
Yes, I understand, but isn't that a god of orcs? Or
Gorham, god of war. Gorham, our god. Gorham make us strong. Much strong since death came. Don't go. Death kill.
How big? What does death look like?
Oh, big gobby, brown, lots fur.
do goblins usually have fur?
Kearney shakes
No.
her head. No.
No, I don't think so.
Would I possibly have any idea of what that might be if it's from the area?
Sure. How about you and Kearney roll me would be a knowledge nature check, I guess? Not sure what that would be exactly. Yeah, I guess it would be knowledge nature. There's like no dungeoneering skill or monster skill in this game. It'd be history,
Nature for
religion.
animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would it be for creatures? It's just religion, arcana,
If they're like
history or-
magical creatures, it would be our
no.
natural nature.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
roll me a knowledge nature.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh my
Oof.
god.
All right, hang on. Give me a second. Claire to the rescue. Yeah.
Eh,
Claire goes, Right. A bugbear. Big, furry, brown bugbear.
Are they worse than regular bears?
She'll look at Ross. They're not bears. They're, I guess you'd say cousins to goblins, but they're big. Sometimes 8, 9 feet tall, wide, mean, nasty creatures. Very dangerous.
Yes, if we're going to
Okay.
face one of these things, we really need to heal.
Should
Not one. Not one.
How many?
2?
Ooh.
Amelia's
second.
going to hold up her hands and just start like adding fingers.
Yeah, 3.
Not one. 4. 4 champions of Gorham. Death Leader.
All furry?
All furry. All big.
God.
Woohoo!
How many goblins are that way?
How many goblin? No goblins furry.
No, not down where the champions are. How many goblins are there?
Goblins. Oh. With prisoners, you mean?
Yes.
Hmm. And he kind of hesitates. Pigs, no count.
I want to have Portly just kind of get up in his face a little bit.
Oh, pigs, no count past 5. Pigs, not smart.
So
Well.
I figure we... Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, I figure we want to take a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably reevaluate our strategy. This whole, like, running into ambushes doesn't seem to work very well.
Pigs kind of like paws his head at Kieran. Dwarfy, don't go up bad, up spiders, up not good.
That's good to know. You want to come with us, little friend? You can join us and we'll teach you about Torog instead.
He shakes his head. No, let pigs go. Let pigs run. If death find pigs, death kill pigs.
I nod.
Well, we could put pigs on Kitty. Have Kitty carry him around. For a few steps at least.
To do what exactly?
Well, we don't have to worry about him running or going and warning people. And
Pigs no warn. Pigs go. Other goblins see. They know pigs fail. Pigs must die for name of Gorham. Pigs fail. Pigs die anyway.
Amelia's gonna look over at Ross and say, I mean, you and I know not all goblins are awful.
that's true. Some of them can be good, some of them can be redeemed. But at least for the time being, we can't have them running around free.
Pigs, no solution. Pigs, promise, only walk around free.
Oh, we could knock him out and leave him at the cave entrance, strung up somewhere where he won't get hurt, and grab him on our way out.
Or we could just tie his arms together and loop them around Kitty's neck, and he can ride her. You know.
Your kitty's fallen twice.
She's not gonna go in the front again. She can stay back.
There's like a little spark that comes off of her.
Can we strap him to the corgi?
I was about to suggest that, actually.
Oh, no. No. And you see, like, every time Portly's close, he shies away from it. No, not doggy. Goblins, not doggy. Rhea and Kearney, I would say this is something you would just know innately. There's one enemy goblins have above all else, which is dogs. In fact, their weapons are commonly called dog slicers. They are bitter enemies.
So up on the corgi it is?
Will he fit in my backpack?
If you empty it, I suppose he would.
He'll probably fit in mine, but I don't think there's enough oxygen for him.
Ooh.
If you spread the other stuff in your backpack among the others, you could probably do it.
Yeah, I'm going to
Amelia's
take.
not carrying that much shit.
I'm gonna pass out my 10 torches in case if anyone wants them.
And I'll just keep taking them and putting all the extras in my bag.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's like they're disappearing.
I'm actually hardly carrying anything on me. So maybe my rope and some pittons and a crowbar. And then I stuff the goblin inside and say, now you stay quiet and I'll keep you safe.
Pigs have choice?
Nope, you don't have a choice, but I got at least 10 rations in there if you start looking.
Okay, all important question. Facing front or facing back? Is he on your front or on your back?
It's on my back.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So Yoda style.
Mm-hmm.
Pigs goes, okay. Pigs, try be quiet. But then, you let pigs go free.
Sure. Right into some nice rehabilitation. Can you guys tie my backpack closed?
Pigs don't know what word means. Pigs
Rhea
trust
immediately
Dorothy.
starts tying it closed.
Thank you.
You see like because of his football shaped head, you see like a little tuft of its hair still sticking out. You can't quite close it all the way.
Half an ear is poking out of the side.
Yep. So,
Could you reshare the map by chance?
yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Sorry, I killed it again.
No, it's fine. Did you guys want to press on now? Did you want to take a short rest? What's the
I think people might need to take a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clarice is kind of fucked.
Yeah, tanks need a break.
Yeah, she's got 15 healing points left, so there's that. Lay on hands, I mean. But, you know, if she can spend hit dice instead of that, it's probably beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and stop the session here. This is a great place to stop. Consider you guys short rested. In fact, I think I can do a short rest. Boom.
Yay!
You are all short rested. Take any hit dice that you would like. I will do so for Clarice. Clarice has a Constitution of +3 and a hit dice of what are paladins? 10.
Yes.
All right. So that's the D12. I need the D10.
Well, I'm healed up.
I'm gonna just do 3 and add 9 to it. So that's 29. 3. She's gonna do a couple more. And oh,
All right.
hey,
I'm good.
she's healed, and Clarice is healed up. Took her half her hit dice, but she did it. So, Ross, what about Kitty? Kitty's at what, 6?
Yeah, 6.
Gotcha. All right, perfect. So we'll end the session there. You guys can take some time during the week to strategize what you want to do next. But you have been warned not to go up, whatever that means, considering that you have to go to the right now. But not to go up because of spiders, and be wary of death.
Usually just general sound advice,
Sure.
but yeah,
This
more
time-
literal in this case.
This time more literal, yeah. So everyone, thanks for joining us. Join us next Tuesday as they continue the
Hey,
hunt. Yes.
I won't be here next Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. No, never mind. We won't have a session next Tuesday, or we might have a the side session if Ria's up for it. We might have the side story.
It can do that. Yep.
Sure. So we'll have a well, I don't know. It's up to you. We'll talk about it later. We might have a session. We'll let you guys know on the Twitter. So maybe session next week, maybe not. We'll see, guys. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. But at the very least, we'll be back week after next, if nothing else. Take care,
bye.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.